Quant. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that Quant are going to end up onboarding some banks, onboarding some big institutions. They were built for that. And there's not many cryptos out there that are compliant with the new global messaging standards. Quant is one of them. So I think the future here looks pretty good. I think there is a very real shot of a new all-time high as well. Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were all cryptos that I thought could do very, very well and make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them up. And these are what they ended up hitting in the last bull cycle, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into the coins when I released the videos and sold in the last bull cycle. If you'd have done it for all of them, you'd made over 123 grand. Now, from a $2,600 investment, that's pretty good. Now, you don't have long to get things sorted. We're in a bull cycle right now, and if you are sitting on cryptos you're not confident in, have a look at copymycrypto.com. This is the site that I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. So whenever I find a crypto like many of these that I thought was going to do very, very well, I jump onto my site, I tell my members about the crypto that I'm going to be buying, why I'm buying it, and the price I'm going to be buying it at. Whenever I sell a coin, I do the same thing. So my members get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me, so they make the same profit and they don't have any work to do at all. And if you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits that my members have made. You can see their testimonials. You can see some of the past successes that we've had, whether it was a quick flip meme coin that did a 300x in a couple of weeks, or whether it was Phantom, which in the last bull cycle was one of the biggest winners, doing nearly a 700x and making some of my members millionaires. This is public record. It's all on the history of this channel. And if after reading through the site, verifying it all, you want to hear more, you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, all you have to do to find out is join up on the site, guys. Now, Quant. So, Quant is built for enterprises. It's been around quite a while. In the last bull cycle, it did pretty damn well. Don't know why this is a bit of lag. There we go. It launched in 2018. In the last bull cycle, it hit an all-time high of $428. Now, Quant, and it's a quarter of that right now. Now, they launched with the goal of connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale without reducing the efficiency and interoperability of the network. It's the first project to solve the interoperability problem. We've seen lots of crypto projects aim to do that. This was like the first. Now, that's through the creation of the first blockchain operating system. Now, the project is built as an operating system with a distributed ledger technology, and that's known as the Overledger network, which is for connecting different blockchains. The project's billed as the first OS to be built for blockchains. The main aim using Overledger is to bridge the gap that exists between different blockchains. The backbone is the Overledger network, which Quant builds as an ecosystem on which the future digital economy ecosystem will be built. Now, it was founded by Gilbert Verdian, who has over 20 years plus industry experience. Prior to the Quant network, he served as the Chief Information Security Officer of Vocalink, which is a MasterCard company, as well as the Chief Information Officer of NSW Ambulance and the CISO of eHealth NSW and the security lead of the Ministry of Justice in the UK. So a very good resume. The other founder is Dr. Paolo Tasca, who served as a special advisor on blockchain tech for the EU and the United Nations and numerous central banks. Between them, they have exceptional connections. That always helps. The strength of success for projects, and the success of people, is often down to the connections that they have. We all see it in every industry. You can see someone that ends up being promoted in your workplace, and it's more down to the relationship they have with the bosses, maybe, than the quality of their work. That's not going to be always true, but that's true in every industry I've ever been in, every industry I've ever seen. You see it in politics, you see it everywhere. And the fact that they have legitimate connections with very, very high-ranking government bodies is a very good sign if they're going to end up landing something like a CBDC as an example. Now, and a DLT kind of works in that regard because it's the tracking of the movement of money. That could, in theory, work because you know governments want to track the movement of money. As I said, they're globally compliant. There are very few, only 9 crypto projects worldwide that are globally compliant with the ISO 20022 standard. So they leverage this standard to achieve better compatibility with traditional financial systems. So this basically improves the possibility of them, in theory, landing something like a CBDC. Now, I'm not pro CBDC. I think very few people really are pro CBDC for obvious reasons, right? There are too many problem areas that can occur with things like this. We've heard the head of the World Economic Forum talking about the fact that actually we could use CBDCs to monitor people's health. As in, we might restrict, if you're getting overweight, instead of having 3 takeaways a week, you can only have 1, or something along those lines, right? It can be used to basically rule over people. I don't like it as a concept. Quant are potentially going to work with banks. I mean, Quant Flow. So one of their solutions when you go straight onto banks is this. So you can keep up to pace with the pace of innovation with programmable accounts and financial products that enhance digital banking, optimize cash management, and unlock new revenue streams. So they could create new suites of intelligent money management and products that seamlessly integrate with existing accounts. You can have monetized transactional fees. So programmable money enables new pricing models based on execution logic by charging fees on automated treasury movements and smart business-to-business payments. Banks can generate long-term growth in non-interest income from high-frequency automated transactions. And yeah, I mean, this is it. Like they are built with this in mind, right? With how they can, in fact, improve things for banks. And there is even a little fact sheet here. And here you go. So this is their little fact sheet. But at the bottom of it, the Quant Advantage, future-proofing banking, interoperable and scalable. You can have open banking, RTGs, CBDCs, public and private DLT networks. It can be trusted by central banks, global financial institutions, and payment networks. Central banks are not a good thing, right? CBDCs are not a good thing, but Quant could land and work with these big institutions. Make no mistake about it, if Quant ends up running a CBDC, whether it is, I don't think they're going to get America. I don't think anyone's got a chance of getting America other than really XRP at this point. I think that's kind of obvious to most people at this point. Quant, though, they do have relationships with the EU. They do have relationships with the UK government. They've got a chance of landing either of those. Those are the two others, other than the US dollar, that could really drive this forward massively. And if that is the case, and they land at the EU or the pound, I would expect this to rocket up. I think this can, and to be honest, even without that, even with speculation, even with a possible ETF, which I think they've got a shot of landing, this could rally to $500 relatively quickly. I think this has a very good shot of hitting $500 because I think the more legitimate projects, the ones that are going to have long-term staying power, are going to have a good year this year, and Quant in and of itself is that. So can it hit $500? I think so. I think this can get to 500. I think this has an outside squeak of $1,000 per coin. It's just going to depend how big a blow off top we have on this bull cycle. But $500 is a very, very fair target for a project that is going to work with some of the biggest banks around. There is just no doubt about it. Sooner or later, they're going to land that. The team themselves have the connections needed to get those contracts. And if it does, and depending on the bank, that one bank might just shoot this up to $400 or $500. And one bank opens the floodgates to others and others and others and others. So I definitely want to keep an eye on. This is a long-term crypto project. It's one that's going to stay here for a long time. $500 seems fair, but I really do think $1,000 is very, very possible as well. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think we are going to see CBDCs come in this year, next year? Because I still think there's time. I don't think they're going to come in in a year. Like the technology, getting everything in place takes too long. Government administration is notoriously slow. So I still think, with 2-3 years out, bare minimum. But the announcement is all that is needed for this to rocket. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. And share your thoughts about CBDC. What do you dread about it? What might you like about it? Let me know in the comments. And guys, we're in a bull cycle. If you're sitting on coins you are not confident in, get onto copymycrypto.com, have a read through the site. This is the site I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be buying or selling and the price I'm going to be buying or selling at. Whenever I sell, I do the same thing. My members can get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me, so they make the same profit. If you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You'll see their testimonials on the service they get at Copy My Crypto. You can see some of our past successes. Whether it's QuickFlip meme coin that did a 300x, whether it's Phantom that did a 700x, this is all public record. It's all on the history of this channel. But read through the site, verify it all. And if you like what you see, if you want to find out the cryptos I expect to be the big winners this year, like I predicted with Phantom in the last bull cycle, all you've got to do to find out, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.